I'm losing my cameraman. You can't sit down on the job.
Holding these handles.
Yeah.
Because that means you really got to yank on it. There is no ice in the world that is worth that kind of pain.
No. Done. Good description. I'll link a description. Nope. I'll link a.
If you're new here, I'm Kirsten and this is Rusty. We bought our dream Sprinter van in March 2025. We recently moved from California to Arizona and we are exploring all the amazing places Arizona has to offer. We're mostly weekend warriors, but also doing some longer trips beyond Arizona in our van Mando. Come along on Mando Van Adventures. This is our way.
So we're here in Antelope Canyon enjoying our weekend, and we thought, what a good time to go over some of the things that we have purchased for the van. Some are yays, some are nays. So let's go over what we liked and what we didn't. Okay, my first favorite item is my Nespresso coffee machine. If you're as serious about coffee as I am, I need good coffee on my trip. So as you can see, it fits pretty darn well in our little cabinet. So for those of you who do not have an Nespresso, I'm going to show you how easy and convenient it is. This is one of the most compact, slim models they have. I will place a link in the description below. You got your water tank. All it just comes right off. Put water in the tank, snap it into place. You're gonna open the coffee machine, and then here's a little pod. They come in all flavors and sizes. Just pop that in there. Lock. One push of the button, and you have a cup of coffee, a really good cup of coffee, in less than a minute. All right, another item or items that I absolutely love is made by Hest. I got the idea, or I heard about Hest watching one of Rusty's Owl Van videos. I'm sure you've heard all about Owl Vans, but the owner of Owl Van, he highly recommended this bedding system. So I'll go over everything, but I've got a single comforter. This is their large camping pillow. And then we also have, it's called a top sheet. And honestly, we haven't used it yet because it's just been so warm. You can either just use the sheet alone, I guess, if it's too warm, but it attaches to the comforter for a little more extra layers if it's cold. So maybe in the winter, we'll actually get to try this out, but I'm gonna show you how everything works. So I'm gonna start with the comforter. They come in two sizes, single and double, and also come in a regular or a down version. I did not get the down because we live in Arizona. I really highly doubt we're ever gonna need the down, but if you live in colder areas, the single comforter, I think, started around $200, and for down, it's about $350. But again, I'm gonna link all the products in the description below. So Rusty and I got two singles because we, at home, we have our own duvets. We just like having our own blanket. So single is more than big enough. So I'm gonna roll it out. It kind of looks like a sleeping bag, but the material, it's super soft and comfortable. It's not real slickery like a sleeping bag. So I'm just gonna lay this out to show you. And one of the great things is they have this cincher at the bottom of your comforter. So if you're sleeping on a smaller bed, you can cinch. See if I can get this right. Oh, now I can't do it. Here we go. You can cinch the edges and then place the corners at the bottom of your bed. This will prevent the blanket from slipping off and falling down the side. So I thought that was really cool. Now, as you all know, we always sleep in the king size format. So we don't really use this option, but if you're in your own individual bed, this really helps. And now I'm going to show you how the top sheet works with the comforter. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you how the top sheet works. Sorry if it's noisy, but we've got the air running. It's really hot. And I don't have that big of a bed to demonstrate on this on, so hopefully you can see. So I've laid down my top sheet, and then you're going to line up the corner of your comforter and just slip the corner in there. And then you find, I don't know if you can see, here's a little loop, and you just toggle the sheet in and do the same thing on the other side. If I can find the loop, there it is. Just slip it in there. And now you have a sheet between you and the comforter. Oops, I'm not a very good product model, but there you go. And it's the same thing on the other end at the feet. So again, if you just wanted a little something extra between you and the comforter, or maybe a little extra warmth. Again, we haven't used the sheets yet, but I just got it because it's part of the whole package. All right, last but not least, the pillows. I actually bought 2 mediums at first, and they were just a little too small on the small side. So when we went to Overland Expo, there was a Hest booth. So we got 2 large pillows. So now we each have a large and a medium pillow. As you can see, they're very compact. You just unzip, kind of turn it inside out like this. Take it, fluff it, zip it close. I mean, the size helps a lot. We have okay storage in the van, but being compact like that really helps. And then I zipped it up, and I should have showed you this before I unzipped it. There's side zipper pockets in the case where you can keep your pillowcases. And yes, I did also buy from Hest, which I didn't mention earlier. These are like the soft cooling pillowcases. They're super silky smooth, soft, and they're supposed to keep you cool. So we have 2 large pillowcases, 2 medium pillowcases, and they work great. They also sell fitted sheets, but I just got basic twin fitted sheets on Amazon. But yeah, I love the Hest system. Are they cheap? No. The pillows, I think, start around $100 each, and the pillowcases weren't that bad. But again, I will put all the links in the description below and check them out. They're a really good company. All right, this next product took us a couple months to figure out that we needed this. It's just a portable fan. It's got a little kickstand, prop it up, power, levels. It's even got a light on it if you want. We never use. USB-C to charge it. Even with the air conditioning on, when it's warm, you just need, I kept waking up in the middle of the night, like hot, tossing and turning, and you just need air circulation in the van. So just a little tiny fan like this, we just prop it on the kitchen counter, kind of direct it towards both of us. We do have to keep it plugged in if we want it to last all night. So the charge isn't great, but hey, if you're next to an outlet, you can keep it plugged in. It's by Warmco, and it was like $35 on Amazon. But yeah, you need air circulation, whether you have air conditioning or not. So that is a like. Another product that I loved at first, but ended up being a fail. And I don't want to blame the product. I want to blame the Arizona heat. We store our van in an outdoor, even though it's covered area, and it gets 110, 120 degrees. So I will show you a clip of what it looked like when it was working well, but there used to be spices and a holder, a spice rack holder, I guess you'd call it. And they just, as you can see, it's just peel and stick. The spices held there. After about a month, I would come into the van and they were literally like, they were sliding down. They were still stuck, but they slowly slid down until one time I opened the cabinet and they just fell out. So, I mean, it's thin plastic. I guess if you wanted to drill in your cabinets, you could probably, you know, if you could drill them in, they work. I loved them. They worked great. They saved space. They didn't take a lot of room, but yeah, no, not with the heat. So that was going to have to be a fail. All right, this is just a little thing, and I know I've talked about it in our episodes before, but this dish drainer, this compact dish drainer, love, love, love. It's got tray, dish drainer, pops right out, super compact, fits in my drawers. It's got a few little compartments for utensils, knives, whatever, some racks for your plates and pots and pan. And I usually just pull out our extender. I have plenty of space to wash my dishes. So anyway, yeah, I love this one. Of course, Amazon, again, I will put down in the description exactly which one it was. And I honestly can't remember how much it was, but I can't imagine this was more than 15 bucks. I don't know. I will look that up and let you know. But yeah, great space saver. All right, let's talk ice. Rusty and I love to have ice with us. Rusty drinks iced tea all day. We're obviously camping in some warm areas. Rusty wanted to get an electric ice maker, but in this van, there's just no space for that. So I found these on Amazon. As you can see, we have a tiny freezer, so not a lot of space for ice trays. So this is supposed to be a compact ice tray maker. You open up this part, obviously pour water in it, seal it shut, throw it in the freezer, and it's supposed to make some ice cubes. And it does, but a couple things. After it's frozen, you really have to, they say you have to like push on it, twist it, I think even like take a towel. It's just not the most user-friendly. And then there's two handles you can see right here. And you're supposed to use your super strength, which, as you can see, it's really hard to open. I don't even know if I can get it open. Yeah, so that's fail number one. Fail number two, this would give us enough ice for half a day. And then you'd have to wait another 24 hours to make more ice. So I would not recommend this. We just bought a cheap old ice chest. We go to the gas station before a trip. We fill it up with ice. When it melts and we need more, we just replace it. We're only gone usually for the weekend. So ice isn't that big of a deal. But yeah, this sounded like a really good idea, but it's a big fail for me.
So there isn't too much that gets me excited when it comes to products, aside from a lift kit, bigger wheels, bigger tires, those kinds of things, except the one thing that you've heard me talk about 150 times, snap bracelets. Well, I had some DIY ones that I just wrote on. Well, then I found a place that would actually print what I wanted on there. Obviously, I'm going to get one that says awning, so now that I know when the awning is out. But I've got about 10 of them. I've got black water, gray water, fresh water, the wheel chocks, shore power. Like right now, we have the wheel chocks to level the vehicle and shore power. So those two are literally on the steering wheel right now. If we had the awning out there, I would take my awning and wrap it around. If we were connected to freshwater, again, it's only to remind me what's out there. And these things were, I don't know, I think I got them on Amazon. You had to buy 10. So I'm going to send a set of these to the Van Life Introverts, Drew and Deborah. I got a set of these coming out to you guys. Go watch their channel. They're hysterical. They make the same mistakes we do. They find the same fun things about this life that we do. But yeah, these were, I don't know, you had to buy them 5 or 10 at a time. So I have a few sets. I'm just going to keep these around. When I break one, lose one. They're not the highest quality in the world, but they do what they're supposed to do. This is a thumbs up for me. So another thing that we have are these wheel chocks. They work. They're just a hair tricky because they'll only go up to a certain height. And if I'm at a steeper angle than these are, they're pretty much useless. You basically put it under the tire, you drive up on it, you use this to lock in the other side. It just depends on how your vehicle is set. Again, we have massive tires on this thing, so I try and put them in the middle. I drive up on them. I'm not a fan because I'm usually parking on something that's perfectly level or it's really out of whack, and these just don't get me up high enough. So for these, I don't know, I'd rather have the yellow square blocks so I can stack them up as high as I want. So these are a fail for me. So another product we have is this camping table. It's not bad. I wish it was a little bit taller. The legs on it, they only go, I don't know, 5 inches maybe. I wish it was just a hair taller for me, but I'm a taller person. If I was, I don't know, 5 feet tall, this would be ideal. It's not a bad table. It works. It's easy to clean. It's a little bit more difficult to set up than I think it should be. Granted, it's got these rods that slide across. They fold under and slide across. It's just, and sometimes it's difficult to get these lined up perfectly. And then on this side, there's 3 circles. These 3, they have to be lined up on these rods. And again, sometimes it is a breeze. Sometimes it's a huge pain in the ass. And more times than not, it's a huge pain in the ass. And then you've got to make sure you get all these lined up. I don't know, maybe I'm just lazy, but it only takes a couple of seconds to put together. This is a pass and a fail kind of thing because I like the table. It's just sometimes it's a little difficult to put together, and I wish it was just a hair taller. If I had to search for a table to buy, I think this is probably one of the better options on the market. But I don't know. I would have to do a little bit more research before I bought a second one of these.
And it's pretty compact.
It is pretty compact. It folds up to, it fits in a bag kind of like a chair, like one of those camping chairs. Again, it's basically twice the size of this. Because this base folds up to be about this big also, and it fits inside of a bag. Again, I'm on the fence with it. Love it, hate it.
All right, let's talk chairs. I love these chairs. As you can tell, they're extra large. I wanted to get Rusty a chair that he was very comfortable in, and he's a bigger guy, so I love these. They've got a cup holder. They've got this zipper pocket. I usually just throw my phone in here, but as you can see, it's like a little insulated, kind of like an ice chest. I guess you could put some ice and some beers and drinks in there to keep cold. But yeah, but mostly it was the size. Rusty has one, I have one. As far as putting them away, you just squunch them together. There's a strap here. Slip that through. You want to tighten it pretty good so it fits in the bag well. Yeah, then they have carrying bags and they don't take up too much space. We usually just throw them on the back bench of our van and use the seat belts. So yeah, love these chairs. I bought them for about $100. Right now, I think they're on Amazon for $75. So good deal right now.
Stool. This step stool is actually one of my favorite things. The step, I'm old, fat, I got bad knees. The step from here down, that's quite a step. Coming out of the van, having this little step here makes a night and day difference. It's also adjustable. I did adjust it up one rung. Once we had the van lifted, I moved it up once. It's from Depth Sunny. I don't know. I got it on Amazon. It was $35. I love this stool. And when we're traveling, I don't break it down, shut it down. It goes right there. And it stays there while we're driving. The stool, step stool, plus.
Alrighty, I got another super duper like this floor entry mat, I guess you'd call it. Again, shout out to Owl Vans because they were talking about these mats and they're made by Inhabit. Also, we've never used these before because we're usually in RV parks where we have concrete slabs, but they come with the mat comes with these spikes. So if you're on dirt or out in the wilderness, you can spike it down so it doesn't blow away. And at one of these ends, I think it's over here, it rolls up. Oh yeah, here it is. So it's got a little holding area for the spikes. If I can get it through here. So you always have your spikes with you. You won't lose them. So yeah. Pretty handy. And then again, it just rolls up into a tight little roll and we just throw it in the van. So it was about $300, but I'm a high believer in you get what you pay for. So if you want to buy a cheap $50 mat that's gonna fall apart in the next year, go ahead, but this is high top quality. So
It's also the same manufacturer that makes the floor mats inside the van.
oh,
And
didn't know that.
when this gets dirty, you just hose it off, hang it up to dry, and it's good to go.
yeah, we've only hosed it off once, but I love it. And it's the perfect size. At first I thought it was a little too small, but I wouldn't want anything bigger. So yeah, love my mat. Actually, we did purchase this through Al, correct? Yes. So Al's website, or give him a call, Inhabit floor rug mat entry thing. Anyway, I like it.
So those are just a few of the things that we have tried over the last few months. Some of the products we loved, some of the products we didn't love quite so much. Take it for what it's worth. Our experience is just our experience.
We're still looking for a good trash can, which I didn't put in our video because I didn't have it with me, but it was a hang on the drawer thing. Anyway, if you have a great small space trash can idea,
Put it in the comments.
put it in the comments. Or if you have any other product that you recommend, we would love to hear about it. But yeah, we just thought we'd let you know what we loved, what we didn't like.
Yep. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe.
Hit the notification bell. And we'll catch you next week, I guess.
Yes. Thanks again.
See ya.
Love you. Bye.